Today we are going to learn how to decompose two whole numbers using greatest common factor and least common multiple. Then we're going to find the sum using the distributive property. We're going to be adding 27 plus 36. So step one, we're going to find the greatest common factor. We're going to write 27, and we're going to write 36, and we're going to put an upside down division bracket around them. And now we are looking for prime numbers that go into 27 and 36, and we're going to start with the smallest one, which is 2. 2 will not go into 27, so we can't use it. We're going to move on now to 3. 3 does go evenly into 27, 9 times, and it goes evenly into 36, 12 times. 9 and 12 are composite numbers. So we are going to look for another prime factor that goes into both of those. Starting again with 2, we know that 2 will not go into the 9 because it's an odd number. So now we'll move to 3. And 9 is divisible by 3, and 12 is divisible by 3. We now have two numbers that went into both 27 and 36. 3 and 3. Because they are factors, we're going to multiply them together. 3 times 3 equals 9. 9 is the greatest common factor of 27 and 36. We now have what we need to create the distributive property. We figured out that the greatest common factor was 9. We're now going to take the 9 and we're going to put it outside our parentheses for distributive property. The remaining part of our problem is the 3 and the 4 circled here in red. Those are the remaining factors from 27 and 36. We're going to use those inside the parentheses. Since the original problem was 27 plus 36, we are going to write 3 plus 4 inside the parentheses. We are now ready to find the sum using the order of operations. We will begin with what's inside the grouping symbols. Inside we have 3 plus 4, which is 7. And that's being multiplied by 9, and 9 times 7 is 63. We can go back and check our answer by just adding 27 and 36. And we find that that is the answer that we get. We have some practice problems for you here. If you stop the video for a moment, you can answer the practice problems, then turn the video on and we'll go through the answers. Okay, we're ready to go through the answers. 7 plus 28, we'll start by finding the greatest common factor. The smallest prime number that goes into 7 and 28 is the number 7. Our common factor is the 7. It goes outside the parentheses. Our remaining factors are the 1 and the 4, and the original problem was addition. We go to order of operations. 4 plus 1 is 5, multiplied by the 7. And we get 35. The next problem is 22 plus 44. We'll find the common factor of 22 and 44. We'll start with 2. And the next prime number that goes into 11 and 22 is actually 11. Our greatest common factor will be the product of 2 and 11, or 22. And it will go outside our parentheses. Our remaining factors of 1 and 2 will be added together inside. And we will now have 22 times 3, which is 66. And our last problem is 21 and 63. And we're looking for our prime numbers that are in common. We'll start with 3. We can use 7. Now we have our common factor of 7 times 3, which is 21. Outside our parentheses, our remaining factors of 1 and 3 added together because the original problem was added together. Follow our order of operations, and our answer is 84. So what we've learned today is how to decompose two numbers that we're adding together by using our greatest common factor in order to break the numbers down as we would with the distributive property.